Okay, here's the notes for surface area of prisms, more specifically rectangular prisms and right triangle prisms. I just wanted to go ahead and introduce to you the word net. So if you look below, you see the net for a rectangular prism as well as a net for a right triangular prism. You might have this, you might see this to where they just give you the net and you have to find the surface area, so you have to be able to pick out the 3 dimensions in which you use. We'll get some practice. Here is a colorful visual for you to find surface area of a rectangular prism. Notice that the book, that we use goes and gives you a formula for it, but you can also save the multiplication of 2 that they do throughout the equation. You can save that till the end, like I showed you in class. So at this time, go ahead and do problems 1 and 2. Push play to resume to get your answers. All right, so your answer should have been 52 feet squared for the first prism, and then 288 meters squared for the second prism. Squared units because it's surface area, not volume. When we do the aquarium, let's go ahead and find surface area originally. If the base is 6 by 2.5 and the height is 4. That means, well, go ahead and find the total surface area and then push play to resume for the ending result. Okay, you should have gotten the total surface area of the aquarium to cover 98. But the question asks you, what is the amount of glass to cover the aquarium with not including the top? So you have to be able to tell what the dimensions of the top would be. So the dimensions of the top would be 6 by 2.5. So the top, 6 by 2.5, which gets you 15. So then all you have to do is subtract your total surface area minus the 15 for the top, because we need to get rid of that glass that's not included. So 98 minus 15, that gets you 83. So 83 feet squared worth of glass for this aquarium. Okay, on this slide is where I'm going to show you how to find the surface area of the right triangular prism using the net, like I had asked you before. I told you we were going to get a little bit of practice using the nets. So using the net for this one is going to be a little easier, because if you look at the height of the prism, it's 6 meters. Well, if you look over here on the net, 6 meters is going to be the same length all the way across. That's why using a net is going to be simple for this one. And then your other 3 numbers are the 3 side lengths of your triangle. And those 3 side lengths of your triangle get split up amongst the 3 rectangles. Okay? So let's get some practice. Let's do this one first. So you've got let's identify the 3 parts of your triangle first, and then we'll figure out the height of the prism. So you've got one side of the triangle as this one. You've got another side of your triangle as that, and then the base of your triangle, or the diagonal of that triangle, is that. So on your paper, let's try and draw this net that you see at the top, but only with these dimensions, okay? So I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and then this. All right, so the 3 numbers that we circled are going to be your 3 edges of the triangle. You just got to make sure that the 2 legs that come together to form the right angle match up. So this will be 4, this will be 4, the other one will be 5.7. Okay? Now, the 3, which is the height of the prism, is going to be all those lengths right there. So then all you have to do is find the area of each. Well, this right here, okay, the green, if you look over in the net, the green rectangle, that's going to match up with this leg. So I'm going to take 3 times 4 to get the area of that one rectangle, which is 12. The middle rectangle, okay, which is already attached to the diagonal of the triangle, just multiply 5.7 times 3, and you get 17.1. Now the last triangle, if you were to fold it up, it would line up with this side of the triangle. So therefore it's going to be 4 times 3 again, which is 12. So you have all the areas of the rectangles, but what's missing is the area of the triangle itself. So we have to remember area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So look for that right angle because the base and the height come together to form that right angle. And they're both 4s. So 1/2 of 16, that's going to be 8. Okay? So the area of this triangle is 8. The area of this triangle is 8. Now is when you add them all up. Okay, so when you add them all up, you get 57.1 millimeters squared. All right, let's try number 3. Again, let's draw our net. It's going to be the same exact net for every single right triangular prism. That's why I'm making you do your notes on it. So let's go ahead and point out the 3 dimensions for the right triangle. We've got the base is 5. We've got the other height, which attaches at the vertice, that's 12. And then we've got the diagonal as 13. So then the height of the prism, which is going to be all these lengths across, is going to be 3 again. So we're going to do 5 times 3 in this rectangle, 12 times 3 in this rectangle, 13 times 3 in this rectangle. Okay? And then for our triangles, we have to do area equals 1/2 base times height. That's 1/2. The base is 5, and the height is 12 because they come together to form that right angle. So that's 1/2 of 60, which is 30. So go ahead and find the area of the 3 rectangles in the middle. Okay, then add all of the areas together to find the total surface area. Push play when you're ready for the answer. Okay, you should have gotten 150 meters squared for the total surface area of the right triangular prism in number 3. Go ahead and do number 4 on your own and then check with me to see if you got it right when you are done.